Simenon's Maigret, a series of plays based on the novels of Georges Simenon.
I would never have thought it, Jules.
Thought what, George?
That we two would be sitting in this spacious glass house in the middle of a large park, watching the rain teeming down and drinking water.
All this stuff is good for our livers, George. Years of misuse.
That's your diagnosis, remember. Vichy. No doctor sent me here. I'm perfectly well, fit as a fiddle.
Well, we both came of our own free wills. You must give it time, and in a few days you'll feel a different person.
I already feel very different, believe me. Unwell and foul-tempered.
You must accept your situation, Georges, and drink up. When I first came here over 10 years ago...
Yes, I know. You were far from well, and a doctor sent you.
Maurice Denham as Jules Maigret and Michael Gough as Georges Simenon in Maigret Takes the Waters, translated by Eileen Ellenbogen and adapted for radio by Frederick Bradman.
Oh, it wasn't any doctor, you know. It was my old friend Pardon. Louise and I were dining with the Pardons when I, well, to be honest, almost fainted. Without reason.
Overwork? Not enough sleep? Too much drink?
Probably a bit of each. Oh, it was June. Paris was sweltering. I was just turned 50 and felt 90. Pardon examined me immediately after dinner. There was nothing seriously wrong.
And he suggested a cure at Vichy?
For 3 weeks, under the care of our friend Dr. Rian.
And you didn't try to wriggle out of it, find excuses?
No, Georges. Like you, I accepted my fate.
You mean you were Shanghai?
Well, for my own good. Within a week that June, I found myself sitting in this park, Louise by my side, watching the people come and go. Well, one evening in particular, the municipal band playing and the shadows lengthening across the green.
Do you realize, Jules, it's been 5 days?
I feel as if I've lived here all my life, Louise.
Vichy's that sort of a place, a kind of second home. There she is again. The lady in lilac.
And she's got her white shawl on, I see.
I wonder, is she a widow? No, I don't think so. That face is an old maid's face.
What age is she, 40, 50? Hard to tell. Do you think she's deaf?
Deaf? Why? Yes, she could be. I mean, she doesn't seem to see or hear anything.
No, not the music, certainly. On the other hand, she doesn't move with that carefulness I've noticed in the deaf.
She should be in a nun's habit, don't you think?
I'd say she likes her own company, likes solitude.
And comes here every year, or twice a year.
Oh, no, I don't think she's a visitor. She belongs. This is her town.
What a way for us to go on. Do you think other people are doing the same about us?
Well, so long as nobody recognizes me, I don't mind.
Would you like a little stroll?
No, I'd sooner sit here, have a pipe. You go if you want to.
I'd like to. Just for 5 minutes.
All right. You're going to be all right, Jules. Thought you were at the beginning of the end, didn't you, damned idiot? What did Dr. Rion say?
ERS perfect. Cholesterol a little on the high side. Nothing we can't deal with. No need to worry about uric acid. Blood count could scarcely be better. Treatment? I want you to alternate between 2 springs, Chamel and Grand Gris. I've written down what you should take and your diet. There's nothing wrong with you, but a thorough clean-out won't cure.
There goes Our Lady of the Lilacs. Nobody in the world but her. And there's Louise. We passed each other. Louise smiles. Lilac lady doesn't register. That walk, so prim and so infallible, never a foot wrong.
I smiled at her. Did you see?
Yes, I did. You have a lovely smile, Louise. But she wouldn't be able to tell, would she? I suppose she must know somebody.
We should have her followed, perhaps. Oh, it's a lovely evening. You're not finding it too awful, Jules?
Awful? No, that's the last thing. It's another world. I enjoy the strangeness of it. And something else, this summer in Paris, I had the feeling that everybody I knew was younger. Oh. Or that I was older than everybody, even old Yukar. Terrible. Now I'm already beginning to feel quite a young 50-year-old, and that's something. Now, come on, my girl, let's have a brisk walk back to the hotel.
We're staying at that same hotel, I take it, Jules?
No, where else could we stay? It hasn't changed.
Go on, you have my interest. The lady in lilac.
Well, Louise and I had gotten, as our Yankee friends say, into a steady routine. Louise insisted on taking the cure also. 2 glasses of the Gria Spring in the morning, walks, a light diet, 2 glasses here at the Chamel in the late afternoon.
And never a glass of wine?
No, naturally not. And we watched our fellow cure-takers and wondered about them. And, of course, the lady in lilac still teased us. We always noticed her. We even noticed that she didn't appear one evening in the park, not to listen to the band.
And you then discovered that she was the best con woman in that part of France.
You've a point there, Georges. I've never considered. Do you know, I actually like this stuff.
Keep to the lady in lilac, please.
We didn't get up all that early, and I'd sit around in my pajamas, drinking coffee, eating croissant, reading the local papers, and the daily Journal de Clermont-Ferrand. Now, the morning after Our Lady of the Solitudes had not visited the park in the evening... Good grief. I'll be damned. Louise?
I'm feeling a tea.
On the front page, a picture of the lady in lilac.
Oh, what's she done, Jules?
Allowed herself to be murdered.
Murdered? Let me see.
Well, she lived near here, the Rue du Bourbonnais. She did live in Vichy, as I thought. Owned her house, let furnished rooms on the first floor.
Says she was strangled. How horrible. The poor woman. Well, who would do that to her? Was it a sex thing?
Oh, they say not. The place was ransacked. Nothing seems to have been taken. There was money and jewels in one drawer. 2 of her lodgers found her yesterday morning in her sitting room.
Who's in charge of the case?
Oh, how should I know?
You mean that you don't want to know?
No, it says here something about the super in charge of the Department of Criminal Investigations being one Lecoeur. It's probably the Lecoeur who was with me in Paris at one time.
Will you be paying him a visit? I never understand, Jules, how you find your way through the back streets to where you want to go. And you don't even know these streets.
Well, it's a policeman's sense of direction.
Is it really? And you're always complaining that young Lapointe could become lost in his own back garden. Where are we now?
The Rue du Bourbonnais. The dead woman's house? Across there. What's it called? Can you see?
Just. The irises. There's a milkman trying to deliver the milk.
Oh, he had his order, and until it's cancelled. The irises, not the lilacs. A pretty house.
Chief Inspector Maigret.
Yes?
Sir, Divisional Inspector Lecoeur sends his compliments and asks you to join him at the scene of the crime.
Where shall I wait for you, Jules?
Well, the usual place at the spring. I won't be long. All right, young man, lead on. Did you know I was here in Vichy?
The Vichy police picked up your name on the hotel registration form, and of course they've seen you around in general with Madame Maigret. I do hope she's well.
Oh, she's fine, and waiting for me. I'm the one here for the cure.
Yes, I guess so, Chief. But I wondered if you'd be interested. It's not a run-of-the-mill murder.
Nor is there such a thing. All right, Lecoeur, my old friend, who was she?
Hélène Lange, unmarried, 47, born at Massy, near La Rochelle. Mother and father dead, but I discovered she had a younger sister, Francine Lange, unmarried, owns a hairdressing establishment in La Rochelle. She's been in Mallorca on holiday. I got hold of her, and she's on her way here.
This room, the dead woman's parlour, I take it?
Yes, Chief. The photographs are of her.
Yes, I see. Only of her. Not a single shot of anybody else. She alone.
Yes, I hadn't noticed. It is odd.
What do you know about the murder?
Well, not very much. The night before last, Hélène Lange had supper alone, 2 boiled eggs, washed up and went out. She was wearing a lilac-coloured dress.
And over it a white shawl.
Yes, that's so. How do you know, Chief?
Well, my wife and I saw her sitting in the Chamel Park the night before last, about 9:30. She was alone. Well, she was always alone.
That sounds as if you knew her.
Well, Louise and I had noticed her, the lady in lilac, we called her. A very solitary lady, and I suspect rather out of the ordinary. She had a way of walking as if there wasn't a soul within 10 metres of her. Yeah, but do go on, Lecoeur, it's your case.
Well, there's a couple from Grenoble have 1 bedroom on the first floor, the Maleskis. Madame Virvo has the other. She's 60-odd and very self-important, a duchess in disguise. Well, the Maleskis are very nice. They stay here every year for a few weeks. Well, the night of the murder, they were at the cinema, got back about 11:30. Hélène Lange's shutters were closed, as usual, but they noticed that the light was on in her living room.
Did they hear anything?
Well, Maleski not. His wife thought she heard a murmur of voices, but she's not sure. Well, they went to bed and slept undisturbed. The Dowager Duchess was out playing bridge. She walked home, and she swears that as she came round the corner, she almost bumped into a man hurrying away. Well, he put his hand over his face to avoid being recognized, according to our witness, and was very tall and powerfully built with a chest like a gorilla.
What do you think?
Well, she knew about the murder when I spoke to her. She could have a vivid imagination, but, no, I don't think she invented the man.
Endowed a hurrying home passer-by with a dramatic quality, eh? Still, stranger chances have occurred. And when she arrived at the Irises?
Oh, all the lights were out and there wasn't a sound. Madame Virvo went to bed in a state of shock. One doesn't bump into a giant rushing away from the scene of the crime every day, does one, Chief?
No. Who found the body?
Well, the Maleskis called the police when they found the dead woman's room shut up and not a sound. And they had to break in. The key to the living room door was missing. The other rooms were locked from the inside. They found her in this room. You've read the newspaper reports, I take it?
Yes. Strangled. Not touched otherwise. Nothing taken in the house, but everything turned upside down. I wonder what he was looking for. She lived here for long?
Yeah, 9 years. She bought the house then. I've been in touch with a lawyer. She paid for the place with cash. A small suitcase of notes. He's never known it happen before or since.
Did she have a bank account? No, I mean, not then.
Yes, with the Crédit Lyonnais. A young Dissel has just got back from there. Come and tell the chief what you found out, Dissel.
Yes, Inspector. Shall I come in?
Well, it would save us straining our ears.
Yes. She was worth just over 500,000 francs, Chief.
She was a rich woman.
Rich and single.
Tell me, Dissel, did she pay money into her account regularly?
Well, Chief, not on a set day. But she paid in a basic 5,000 francs a month, the manager told me. And during the season, when there was money coming in from her lodgers, a few thousand more some months.
The 5,000 francs, was that in cash?
In cash, Chief.
Okay, thank you, Dissel.
Thank you, my boy. Yes, always in cash.
The postman tells me she received very little post. Nothing, really, except circulars and bills. Thank you, Chief.
And the neighbours say she never had a visitor.
Oh, they'd know, wouldn't they, in a street like this?
Well, the Maleskis have stayed here for a few years now, but as they say, they know nothing of her. They've only ever been in this room, her part of the house, once, for 2 minutes.
It adds up. Solitary and secretive, Lecoeur. And who killed such a woman, and why?
And who gave her the money?
Did she ever leave Vichy?
Yes, she did, so it seems, for a day or two at a time each month. Once again, at different times.
Do you know how she travelled?
No, not for sure. But the couple next door say she was collected by a taxi, so it'll be easy enough to find out.
If she went by train, I think it'd be worth your time to find out where she went. And when she got back, did she pay money into the bank?
Yes, I'll do that, Chief. Could it be blackmail, do you think?
Perhaps she was paid to be solitary and silent. Now, I must be on my way. I'm late for my first class as it is.
I waited for you to arrive, Jules, before I took my first glass. Didn't seem right without you. After all, it is your cure.
It is my cure, but thank heavens it isn't my case.
Is it difficult?
Probably unsolvable. The sister should help when she arrives. What I ask myself is, why did she come to Vichy?
Why not Vichy?
Well, why not the town near her home village, La Rochelle? Her sister is there. Why Vichy?
Well, Jules, one can quite easily get lost in the crowd here.
Yes, you're right. It's obvious if you come to think of it. Now, this town virtually changes its population about every 3 weeks. In any other town of this size, she would be known, certainly after all the years she's been here, by all and their uncles. But here...
One would take her for just another visitor.
Her neighbours, it seems, know little about her. But her neighbours will be busy finding out about their guests, talking about the latest batch of visitors. Well, that's the first class. We'd better have our second.
We must have our second, or you must.
Did you know the Vichy police are watching my every move?
I can't see anybody in here who remotely resembles a policeman.
The water comes out looking incredibly clear, doesn't it?
Do you think the inhabitants of Vichy ever drink it? And what about the police?
Oh, I reckon they prefer their beer. Now, come and sit down. I have a few more questions.
It's nice you being on holiday, so that you can talk about a case.
Well, it doesn't happen to be my case.
No, dear, of course it isn't.
Now, why that night in particular?
The night she was killed, you mean?
Yes. Why that night? Why not the night before, or the month before?
Because the murderer seized his chance, perhaps?
She was solitary, she had a lonely routine. Nobody seems ever to have visited her, and she never visited a soul in the town. So to murder her on any night would, on the face of it, be quite simple. That is, if a local man was the murderer. But what sort of reason would he have for strangling her? And what was he looking for? And why that night in particular?
Perhaps it was somebody only in Vichy on that night. A visitor.
Good. Let's see it like this. Since we've been here, we've been noticing the same people 2 or 3 times a day, in this place, in the parks, where the band plays, and so on.
That's true. Some of them I feel I've known for years by sight.
Good. Now, this is our first visit. It'll probably be our last. But, Louise, if we were to come back next year at the same time, we'd probably recognize quite a few faces from this first visit, including the lady in lilac, if she hadn't met her with her death.
Well, that's true, too, Jules. What are you trying to say?
That there's somebody else in Vichy for the first time, like ourselves, going through the same routine, going to the same places. And like us, he must have seen Helene Lange once or twice.
And he recognized her, you mean? He hadn't seen her for years.
It took time, maybe, until he was sure, but there was something he wanted to talk to her about, something from the past.
You said her sisters expected she'd know about the poor woman's past, wouldn't she?
Some of it, anyway. Of course, one can narrow down the suspects in Vichy at this time to a few hundred.
Can one? I'm not going to guess, Jules.
Well, according to the official brochure, people pour in for the cure at the rate of 30,000 a month at this time of the year. And about a third of them are here for the first time.
10,000. And Jules, of that 10,000, there must be over half that are women. Could a woman have strangled her?
No, it was a strong man. Right, 5,000 men. Now, I'd say, from what I've seen these last days, that at least 75% of the men here are too old or too feeble or too sick to strangle a sparrow. So that leaves us with
1,250. Well, that's still an awful lot, Jules.
I'll tell poor Lecoeur. 1,250 suspects. So all he has to do is to eliminate those with foolproof alibis, and the rest is easy. Oh, he's probably thinking the same way himself. The sister may help, but not if she's like the dead woman, that's for sure. Well, yeah. Have you drunk up?
Yes.
Time for our walk back to the hotel.
A light lunch, and you will have your afternoon nap.
Oh, I don't actually sleep, you know. I only relax and doze a bit.
If I said, Jules, you were asleep and snoring, he'd say I made it up. Now, who can that be? Yes.
Ah, Madame Maigret, I'm Inspector Lecoeur. Is,
Yes. See for yourself.
I was passing. I need advice. I'm sorry, I'll come back.
I think it would be as well. He is here to rest, monsieur.
What's going on?
Inspector Lecoeur has called Jules, but he'll come back later.
I was just passing the hotel, Chief.
Oh, well, do come in. Do shut the door, Louise. What's happened?
You do have a chair, Inspector.
Fell sound asleep. Got a problem, have you?
Well, in a way, yes, or rather, it could be a problem.
You found the murderer, and it's turned out to be the mayor.
If you knew our mayor, I'd happily arrest him. No, it's the sister, Francine Lange. She's here, and she's identified the body, and now I'm on my way to talk to her. You see, she's quite a handful.
Is she like her dead sister? Doesn't open her mouth?
Well, with Madame Maigret here, it's hard for me to speak my mind.
Oh, monsieur, my husband and I have discussed every single type of human being at one time or another. I'm immune to shock.
Thank you, madame. Well, she's as unlike her sister as a woman can be. I suppose she must be 40, but she looks younger. She's blonde and with one hell of a figure. And she's wearing a sort of see-through dress, and she's not wearing a bra. She's not married. She told me she knew too much about my sex to marry any of us.
I take it you're sure she is the sister.
Oh, yes, quite sure. You see, I thought, Chief, that with you in the room, life would be easier. I mean, she's decided that she can treat me as she treats all her men, I imagine.
And you think she's likely to treat me differently?
Well, I think you'd know how to treat her differently. You are Maigret from Paris.
There, you see, Louise, the reputation I have with the ladies.
And those who are not ladies also.
Well, to the non-lady then, Lecoeur. Louise, I'll see you at the park at 5 o'clock.
If you're through with Francine by 5.
I've never been in my sister's house, you know.
Yes, so you were saying, mademoiselle.
And this is where she didn't entertain the gentleman friends she didn't have. The old maid's parlour.
She entertained one gentleman recently, mademoiselle.
One too many. Do you think I killed my sister?
She was brutally strangled, although she fought hard against her attacker.
Yes, she would. Have you any idea?
We've no idea who it was, no idea why it happened.
Will you tell us what you know about your sister? When did you last see her, for instance?
6 years ago. She came to La Rochelle, turned up out of the blue.
Now tell me what you know of your sister's background, Francine, as a young woman.
She went to secretarial college in La Rochelle, then she worked there. Then when she was about 23, she went to Paris and worked as a secretary. I followed her there a few years later.
Do you remember where she lived in Paris?
Oh, yes, well. She had a very nice flat in the Rue Notre-Dame de Lorette. She must have been earning well.
Or somebody was paying for it.
If they were, they weren't getting value for their money. I've liked men. I still do. Elaine, never. I don't think there was ever a man in her life.
And yet I take it you got on well enough.
When we saw each other, yes. I turned to her once, and she was a real sister that time.
You were in trouble in Paris?
15 years ago. I had a child, a boy. Elaine found foster parents for him on a farm in the Vosges. We both used to go and see him. He was nearly 3 when he drowned in a pond.
It seems, mademoiselle, that your sister led a very lonely life.
Ever since she was a girl, she was happiest on her own. It could be maddening. She had such a very good opinion of herself, a sort of being self-satisfied.
Self-satisfied? She looks it in all these photographs of herself, don't you think? Somebody took them, mademoiselle. I wish I knew who.
Well, I took that one. A boyfriend of mine took that. The others? Probably she stopped somebody and asked them to hold the camera. If it was what she wanted, she wouldn't hesitate, believe me.
Presumably, mademoiselle, you've no idea how your sister lived.
I know she owned this house. I imagined always she lived by letting rooms.
Well, you'll be surprised.
She left no will, it seems, mademoiselle. You were therefore her sole heir.
Yes. Yes, I would be. Let me know, will you, when I can bury her? The sooner I can get away from this dump, the better.
So you stopped Lecoeur from saying you will be surprised to know that she died a rich woman.
Yes. I explained to him afterwards. Well, not that I could really explain, Georges. I felt only that this forthright sister wasn't perhaps as forthright as she might be.
And the less she knew what you knew, the better.
That is simply, Georges, if she knew about the 5,000 francs a month and discovered that we knew, she could try to obliterate the source.
Did you think that the sisters had been in something together?
Well, they were together in Paris. Elaine up until 15 years ago, Francine more recently. There was a gap in Elaine's life, by the way, between Paris and Vichy. But in Paris, she had a nice flat in a smart district, on a secretary's salary. Oh, never.
Perhaps the answer lies in the past. Find out about Paris and you begin to put the thing together.
Well, we were lucky, or Lecoeur was. The police found that the concierge, where Elaine once had her flat, was still there. And she recalled that Elaine had a gentleman caller. He was then, she thought, about 40, heavily built, expensive clothes, well-groomed, and drove a large black American car. He called a couple of times a week, left around midnight, and they sometimes went off at weekends. This for about 4 years. And then Elaine suddenly left. She would have been 32 when she left Paris.
15 years ago, when Francine had her boy child.
Lecoeur still had a lot of work to do. Louise was becoming somewhat sardonic about my cure, suggesting that perhaps I should go back to Paris, as it'd be more restful. And the papers were having quite a time.
And look at this picture of you. Maigret takes the waters. You look as if you've taken more than just water.
Well, let me see.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I haven't had a drink for weeks.
We should leave for our afternoon drink of water in half an hour. So that is Francine Lange. I do see what you mean.
Mademoiselle Francine, whose sister was recently... Lecoeur should have seen to it that she wasn't mentioned in the press.
Why? Because she looks like a tart?
No, Louise, because the murder is still in Vichy in all probability. And if Francine knows more than she pretends to know...
Yes. I never thought. The man's still about. She could be in danger. Or she should have thought.
She didn't. Come in. Giselle, come in and shut the door.
Thank you, Chief. Inspector Lecoeur asked me to let you know the places that the dead woman visited over the last year.
Oh, good. Far away.
But before you do, I'll leave you. I'm just going down to the chemist, and when I get back, monsieur, we must leave for the Springs.
Very well, madame.
Well, now, how did she travel?
By train. The station booking chaps can't remember all the names, but some places stuck in their minds. Strasbourg, Brest, Dieppe, Carcassonne, which meant changing trains 3 times. Lyon was about the nearest town.
Paris?
Never Paris. The last trip the clerks remember was on the day of some big horse race. June the 11th to Reims.
And has the inspector checked with the bank account?
Mademoiselle Lange paid 5,000 francs into her account on June the 13th.
That fits, doesn't it? Probably stayed the night, back on the 12th, straight to the bank on the 13th. Thank you, Giselle.
Thank you, Chief.
Oh, when is the funeral?
Tomorrow morning. The inspector will have a number of us at the cemetery.
That was certainly a quiet funeral, Gilles. The quietest.
Yes, the lodgers, 1 neighbour, Francine, 2 reporters, and about 30 police in various parts of the cemetery.
The sister. She looked very subdued.
Something's happened to her. Walk on gently, Louise. I want a few words with the lady.
All right. Don't be too long, though.
Mademoiselle, my wife and I came to pay our respects.
Thank you. I'm glad it's over. I'll leave this town this afternoon.
So soon? What has happened, Francine?
Nothing. I've just had enough.
There'll be quite a deal of business to attend to still, won't there? Your sister died a wealthy woman, as you must know. Did she help you set up your hairdressers in La Rochelle, Francine?
She came into some money years ago. She loaned me some.
Her lover must have been a rich man. I believe he gave her that money. 15 years ago. The first payment of many, Francine.
Perhaps she did have a lover. I don't know.
Well, you said the other day there was never a man in her life. Now, that child you had 15 years ago, where did you go to have it?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I'm not sure, mademoiselle. Where was it?
Burgundy. A village called Ménil-le-Mont.
And your sister went with you?
I told you. She was a good sister at that time.
Why are you frightened, mademoiselle? You are, aren't you? Are you afraid of the man who killed your sister?
I had a phone call this morning. He threatened me. So I'm going to clear out.
If he wants to kill you, Francine, he'll not stop trying when you leave Vichy, will he? You'll be just as good a target in La Rochelle, won't you?
This lady is Madame Dubois, Chief. Madame Dubois, this is Chief Inspector Maigret.
Oh, monsieur.
Madame Dubois is the switchboard operator at the Hotel de la Gare.
Francine's hotel. Go on.
Well, just by chance, she listened in to the call made to Francine Lange by a man this morning.
Oh, I don't make a habit of listening to calls, monsieur. Everybody believes we switchboard girls do, but we don't. Well, not all that often. Mostly we're too busy, and most calls are too boring to bother with.
Yes, but this morning you did because...
I wasn't busy, and the man had an odd voice. And he was in a phone box, and he wasn't the boyfriend phoning from La Rochelle.
Yeah, and the conversations with the boyfriend were interesting.
Oh, they were hair-raising, monsieur.
Yes, but what did this man say, madame?
He asked if she was Francine Lange. She said yes, she was. He went straight on and said it was of the utmost importance that she should stay on in Vichy for a few days, in her own interest, and he would be in touch again. Then he finished by saying that there'd be a great deal of money in it for her.
Thank you, Madame Dubois. Tell me, did he have an educated voice? I mean, you said it was odd.
Oh, the voice of an educated Parisian, monsieur. Odd, because it was wheezy. I had a friend once who was an asthmatic, and she used to wheeze just like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, that is invaluable, eh, Liquor? And from a phone box, are you sure?
Oh, yes, quite sure. The public telephones have a certain sound to them. And when he asked me if there was a Mademoiselle Lange staying in the hotel, he hadn't closed the box door. You could hear the traffic. Then he closed it.
Yeah, I've had a number of other hotels checked on, Chief. He phoned 7 asking for our girl before he was lucky, and they, too, were sure it was from a phone booth.
You do know, monsieur, that Mademoiselle Lange left the hotel a few hours ago?
Yes, madame, we knew. She was in a hurry, Chief.
I'm told that she changed from her funeral black, paid her bill, and drove off in that smart little car of hers all in half an hour.
Did she? So the offer of money if she stayed had the opposite effect. What was she frightened of, eh?
I may be speaking out of place, but surely the man who phoned could have been her sister's murderer.
I'm sure he was, madame. But he doesn't intend to murder again. I don't think he intended to murder the first time. Now, he wants some information. Elaine Lange wouldn't give it to him. Perhaps Francine will. Only, whatever it is, she, like her sister, is in fear of having to give it. Do you follow me, Luca?
Yes, I think so, Chief.
I wish I did. What sort of information does a man want so badly he'll kill for it?
Well, kill a woman for it. That is of the utmost importance, madame. Look, it's none of my business, but I think you should keep a watch on the phone boxes near the main hotels. You know what to look for, and he'll phone again. Now, I must have my last 2 glasses of the waters. Thank you, madame. It's been a pleasure meeting.
Oh.
You're looking round, Jules, as if you expect the lady in lilac to reappear. It makes me shiver.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I swear this water tastes more bitter this evening.
It's the mood you're in.
He must have an overriding obsession. For 15 years. He never meant to kill her. Only to get her to tell him the truth. Or did he discover something so monstrous, so unforeseen that...
I think you're actually sorry for her.
Well, his world has collapsed, as they say. Already he's reduced to escaping his wife so he can make phone calls from boxes.
Hello? Here's somebody leaving the hotel. Big chap. Expensive suit. In a hurry. Heading straight for the phone box across the road. Better radio in. Dussel here. Suspect in phone box in the Rue de Gaulle. Watching. Damn it, I think he's spotted me. Out of the phone box. Going south towards Chomel Park. Not hurrying anymore. What's he up to?
You think he's with his wife?
Well, he can't phone from his hotel. How did he get away the night he visited Elaine? What was on at the Opera House, you know?
I think it was Tosca. Women like Tosca, I'm told, more so than men.
You could be right. But what sort of a man could love Elaine Lange?
Jules, there's a man over there, standing watching us.
So I see. The person I was looking out for, Louise, without realizing. Good evening, monsieur. Can I help you?
Good evening, Monsieur Maigret. Madame Maigret.
Monsieur.
I am Louis Pellardeau. Do you mind if I sit?
No, please, Monsieur Pellardeau.
As you can hear, I'm sure, I suffer from asthma. And I was hurrying earlier, but then I gave the policeman following me time to catch up.
It's that young sergeant, Jules. Dussel, isn't it?
Oh, over there, I see. He won't interfere unless I call him. Well, monsieur, you have something to tell me.
I hoped you'd be here. I have seen you in here in the evening, as I also saw Elaine Lange here one evening.
We called her the Lady in Lilac.
Good name for her. I hadn't seen her for 15 years. I'd no idea she lived here, and this is my first visit, so you see it was all fortuitous.
I must warn you, Monsieur Pellardeau, whatever you say could be used in evidence.
Yes, I know. I'll tell it all again to the local police, but I must speak to you first. You see, there's something I need to know. You're a clever man. You may well know the one thing.
So be it. Elaine Lange was your mistress?
Once, for some years, she worked for my firm. I've been married for 30 years. I was 40 when I met Elaine. It wasn't a very passionate affair, but I think I loved her.
And did she love you, monsieur?
There was any glimmer of warmth in Elaine's nature, not enough for love. Although I believe that she would love our child well enough. Perhaps you knew she had a child 15 years ago.
She said she went to Burgundy to Maigret-le-Mont to have it?
Correct. It was a son, Philippe. She sent me a copy of the birth certificate and said that she wanted never to see me again. I understood. She said she would devote her life to bringing the child up if I would support her and him. But I must not see him until he was of age. So she would disappear and she would let me know where to send the money. She reckoned, correctly, that if I knew where she was, I wouldn't have the willpower not to try to see her. I'm rich. I gave her the money to buy a house. I gave her money also for her younger sister's education in a Swiss convent. Elaine was devoted to the upbringing of this sister.
If you'd met Francine Lange, as you wanted to, you'd have found her an unusual product of such an education.
Sir, that was a lie also. I knew nothing about my son. She only ever wrote to tell me where to send the money each month. I saw her in this park. I wasn't sure it was her at first, but the second time, yes. I followed her back to her house. She never noticed me. I don't think she noticed anybody. I had to see her. That Monday, my wife went to the opera, Tosca. I wheeze louder than the singer, so I don't visit the opera house. I found Elaine in this park. I followed her back, introduced myself. I don't think she recognized me. I forced my way in and asked her about the boy. She was very calm. She told me many things about him. I asked to see a photograph. She refused. I suddenly ceased to
to believe her. That room, there wasn't a sign of anybody in it. Ever. But Elaine. I asked to know where the boy was. She sat there, said nothing. I opened her desk, some drawers. Nothing. There wasn't a single thing. Letter, photo, school report, document. I took her by the throat to make her tell me the truth. I used too much strength. If only she'd shown a spark of feeling. Afterwards, I ransacked the other rooms. Nothing. Nothing. Was there ever a child? Is he long dead? Or an imbecile? I still wanted to know. So I tried the younger sister, and then I realized I was being watched.
I'll tell you, monsieur, what I believe to be true. You never had a son.
What?
Francine gave birth to a son at Maigret-le-Mont. She had it fostered, and it drowned when it was 2. Elaine registered it as hers. From then on, both sisters sat back and let you pay. Elaine's plan, I suspect. Practical and simple.
Monstrous. Monstrous. For 15 years, I believed I had a son.
He was quite right. It was monstrous. Ah, here's Louise. Come to see that we're drinking our medicine.
Have you both finished? Jules? Georges?
No, sit down, my dear. I haven't finished my drink or my story quite.
Which story, Jules?
When I last came here to take the waters.
Oh, that. Those 2 terrible women. That poor man believing he had a son. It was in this park, wasn't it, Jules?
Yes, just over there. He told us his story while Lecoeur and his chaps gathered to take him away.
What happened to him?
Well, he employed a good lawyer and the best advocate in France. He pleaded guilty to manslaughter with mitigating circumstances. His story was such, they acquitted him. For once, I was glad to see a man who had killed walk free.
They took him for a ride, did those 2. Everything came out in the court about Francine. The money for her education, how Hélène claimed they were orphans, Francine's child.
Pelado. That was his name. A good man of business, but a complete sucker otherwise. And to take up with such a woman.
And to come to Vichy to take the waters. At least it didn't rain each day. But it did me good. Busman's holiday though it was.
In Maigret Takes the Waters by Georges Simenon, translated by Eileen Ellenbogen and adapted for radio by Frederick Bradnam, Maigret was played by Maurice Denham and Simenon by Michael Goff. Louise Maigret, Irene Sutcliffe, Inspector Lecoeur, Rod Beecham, Sergeant Dissel, Malcolm Edwards, Louis Pellardeau, Richard Caldicott, Francine Lange, Diana Eden, and Madame Dubois, Shirley Dixon. The play was produced and directed by Christopher Venning.
Simenon's Maigret, a series of plays based on the novels of Georges Simenon.
Take a look at this, Georges. I found it at the bottom of a drawer. Do you recognize anyone?
Among these shining morning faces, no. I take it one of them is you.
The Lycée Bonneville, my old school. I'm second from the left, third row.
That rather solid, serious little boy. Yes, Jules, I can see the resemblance now. Who's that pulling a face at the back?
Oh, him. The clown of the school. Léon Florentin.
Not the man who...
Yes, that one.
Your old school friend?
He was nothing of the sort.
He thought he was, though.
Oh, yes, he thought he was. The damn fool.
Maurice Denham as Jules Maigret, Michael Goff as Georges Simenon, and John Moffat as Léon Florentin in Maigret's Boyhood Friend, translated by Eileen Ellenbogen and adapted for radio by Betty Davis.
Léon Florentin, the confectioner's son from Moulins.
Yes, the family had a nice little business.
You didn't keep in touch with him after you left?
No. I bumped into him once, 20 years on, looking very dashing, with an elegant redhead on his arm. His wife, he said. I remember they had a pale green sports car.
But that wasn't the last you saw of him.
Unfortunately, no. On a sweltering summer day 20 years later, he turned up again. Léon Florentin. Antique dealer?
Yes, sir.
How old is he?
About your age.
Tall and thin?
That's right. Very tall and thin, with a regular mop of grey hair.
That's him. All right, send him in.
Inspector Maigret will see you now.
Oh, thank you. All right. Hello. How are you, Maigret?
Oh, I'm well. Do sit down. How's your wife?
My wife? Oh, you mean Monique, the little redhead?
Yes.
She wasn't my wife. No, we just lived together for a time.
No, you're not married.
What would be the point? I say, I like your office. I didn't expect to see such good furniture at police headquarters.
So you're an antique dealer now?
In a manner of speaking, yes. I buy old furniture and do it up. You know how it is. Everyone's an antique dealer these days.
You're doing all right,
Oh, yes, everything's fine. At least it was fine until this afternoon.
And what happened?
The sky fell.
Go on.
It's hard to explain, that's the trouble. Look, I'd better tell you that I have a woman friend for 4 years now.
You've lived together?
Not exactly, no. She has her own place. Her name is José. Well, actually, her name is Josephine Papet, but she prefers to be called José. She's 34, but you'd never think it. Whew, it's hot in here.
Well?
I'm not the only one.
The only what?
I'm not her only friend. Oh, she's a marvellous girl, really, and I'm everything to her. You know, lover, friend, confidant.
Yeah, but has she many other friends?
Well, there's Paré and Courcelles. Then there's a chap with a limp called Victor, and Ginger, a youngster.
So where do you come in?
I go there when she's alone.
You sleep there?
Every night except Thursdays.
But what happens on Thursday?
That's Courcelles' night. He lives in Rouen, but he's got business premises in Paris. Oh, now you despise me.
Look, I've never despised anyone in my life.
It's a delicate situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
But you have my solemn word, José and I love each other. Or rather, I should say, loved each other.
Are you saying you've broken with her?
No.
Is she dead?
Yes.
When?
This afternoon. I swear it wasn't me.
How did she die?
She was shot.
By whom?
I don't know.
Where did it happen?
In her flat, in the bedroom.
And where were you?
In the cupboard.
What?
Well, you see, whenever I was there and the bell rang, don't despise me. It wasn't like that. I work for my living. I earn...
No, tell me exactly what happened.
Well, we had lunch together. She's a marvellous cook. Yes, and she was expecting her Wednesday visitor, but not before 5:30 to 6.
Who was it?
François Paré. He's a civil servant in his early 50s, in charge of waterways at the Ministry of Works. Anyway, at 3:30, the bell rang, and I got into the cupboard. No, it's a sort of closet, really, you know, in the bathroom, not the bedroom.
And what then?
I'd been in there about a quarter of an hour when I heard a sound like a shot. At the time, I thought it must have been a car backfiring. I waited for the man to go.
You knew it was a man?
Well, no, but I assumed it.
How did you know when he'd gone?
I heard footsteps leaving and the door shut.
What time?
About 4.
So the murderer stayed for about a quarter of an hour after he killed her.
What? How do you make that out?
Well, you said the bell went at 3:30. You heard the shot a quarter of an hour later.
Oh, yes, I suppose he must have done.
When you went into the bedroom, where did you find her?
On the floor by the bed.
Did you call a doctor?
No, she was dead.
Did you ring the local police?
No.
Well, look, it's well after 5. What have you been doing for the last hour?
I was stunned. I just sat there. Well, eventually I pulled myself together. I went into a bistro and had 3 large brandies. And then I remembered that you were the big white chief of the CID. So I came here. I thought you'd know what to do.
Did you keep any money in the flat?
Oh, she may have done. She didn't trust banks.
The Wednesday caller, Paré, is it?
Yes.
Well, normally he'd be arriving at the flat about now.
That's right.
Has he a key?
None of them had keys.
Had you a key?
Oh, that's quite a different matter. My dear
fellow. Now, don't call me your dear fellow. All right. I'd better have a look. Let's get going.
So he landed his problem in your lap?
Yes. The years hadn't been very kind to him, and though he irritated me, I couldn't help feeling sorry for him. I guessed that he'd lived off José for years.
He was lucky to find her.
Indeed he was. And now she was dead. And I'm pretty certain he was wondering what the hell was going to become of him.
Where was the flat?
In the Rue Notre-Dame de Lorette. Downstairs there was a mountainous concierge, a really enormous woman. She stared at us without expression and without any apparent interest. The flat itself wasn't what I expected.
What did you expect?
Oh, something less fussy, less old-fashioned. The dead woman was a plump little brunette. She had been quite attractive. Well, the doctor and the forensic boys arrived and started work. The examining magistrate came and went, and I slipped downstairs to talk to the concierge. I'd like to ask you some questions, madame.
What about?
Oh, I take it you haven't heard. Mademoiselle Papé is dead.
Is that what all the coming and going's about?
Yes. Now, may I have your name?
Why? It's not your business.
I have to include it in my report.
Madame Blanc.
Widow?
No.
Does your husband live here?
No.
Did he desert you?
Yes. 19 years ago.
I see. Now, did you see anyone go up to Mademoiselle Papé's flat between 5:30 and 6?
Yes.
Who?
Her Wednesday regular.
Was he up there long?
No.
Did you see him or anyone else go up earlier in the day, about 3:30?
No. No one.
Did anyone come down?
Not until 4:30.
Who?
That fellow. The one who was with you.
Do you know your tenant's other friends?
Is that what you call them?
Well, visitors, then. How many of them are there?
1, 2, 4. Not counting that fellow.
Did any of them ever meet?
Not that I know of.
I have to tell you that Mademoiselle Papé was murdered.
Well, it was only to be expected, wasn't it?
Well, have you seen our piece of monumental masonry?
What?
The concierge, that's what I call her. I shudder to think what she calls me.
That fellow.
Oh, so I'm that fellow, am I? She can't stand me, you know.
Are you sure you told me everything?
Why should I lie?
You always were a liar. You lied for the fun of it.
Oh, that was 40 years ago.
You don't seem to have changed much.
You surely don't imagine I killed her?
Oh, why not?
But you know me.
I've seen you once in the last 40 years.
Why should I have killed her? What's that old witch downstairs been saying?
She didn't see anyone else go upstairs.
She's lying.
Maybe. Well, come on.
Where?
I want to look at your flat. Where is it?
Boulevard Rochechouart. I'm sorry about the mess. All looks a bit sordid, doesn't it? But I was only here on Thursdays.
Have you been in this business long?
3 years.
You surely didn't expect to sell any of this stuff. It isn't worth a sou. What did you do before?
I was in exports.
Exporting what?
Oh, a little of everything. Chiefly to the emergent countries of Africa.
Oh, I see. Now, who was José's Thursday caller, the one who stayed the night?
Fernand Courcelles. He and José were friends long before I met her. He can't get away as often as he used to.
Just a minute. What's that up there on the wardrobe?
What? Oh, biscuits.
Let's see. Yes, certainly a biscuit tin. Are you fond of biscuits?
I like one occasionally.
100 franc notes.
Those are my savings.
It's packed tight. I didn't know you were so thrifty. There were 2 biscuit tins of the same make in José's flat.
Ah, I dare say that's where I got it.
And I dare say that's why you waited an hour before coming to see me. You stole this money and came here.
What was I to do? She had no family, and I was on my beam ends. José would have wanted me to have it. But I didn't kill her. I swear it. I truly was hiding in the clothes closet.
Come along.
Where now?
Quai des Orfèvres.
You're arresting me.
No, I'm not arresting you. Move.
It's a very odd feeling being in this situation with an old school friend.
It certainly is.
You think I'm a slob, don't you?
No, I'm not judging you. I'm trying to understand.
I loved her.
Yes, you said so.
Oh, I know we weren't Romeo and Juliet.
I don't quite see Romeo skulking in the clothes closet.
You don't understand.
Look, did you know where she kept her money?
She made no secret of it. She trusted me. Now, why should I kill her?
Well, suppose she was tired of you.
She wasn't. We were saving to buy a house together. Look, put yourself in my place.
God forbid.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you got a revolver?
José had an old one. I found it 3 years ago in a chest I bought at an auction. She kept it in the drawer of her bedside table.
Was it loaded?
Yes, she was a nervous type. I thought it would reassure her.
Well, it isn't there now.
I know, I looked for it.
Why?
It was stupid, I know. I behaved like an idiot. I just blurt everything out. That's my trouble.
Answer my question. Why were you looking for the revolver?
To get rid of it. It was my gun, you see. I thought it was bound to get me into trouble. You don't believe me, do you? Am I under arrest now?
No. Where are you going from here?
I don't know. I suppose I'd better keep away from José's flat.
Oh, good heavens, you weren't thinking...
No. I suppose that wouldn't be the thing. Oh, well, it'll have to be my own place. It isn't very comfortable.
Excuse me, will you? I won't be a moment. Lapointe.
Yes, Chief.
I've got a man in my office, tall and thin, my age, but rather the worse for wear. He lives at the end of a little alley in the Boulevard Rochechouart. I don't know what he'll do when he leaves here, but I don't want you to let him out of your sight.
Does it matter if he knows he's being followed?
Well, it's not all that important. But he's as cunning as a wagon load of monkeys, and he's sure to be on the lookout.
Right, Chief. I'll see to it.
Let me ask you something. At this point, if it had been anyone else, would you have arrested him?
I'd rather not answer that.
I won't pursue it. So, you got on the track of the other lovers?
Yes, obviously I had to interview them all. I wasn't looking forward to it. In fact, I wasn't looking forward to anything to do with this case. Oh, it's a wretched business.
What is it, Jules? A murder?
Yes, a shooting. The woman's dead. The trouble is, I was at school with the fellow who lived with her, and now he's up to his neck in this ghastly mess.
What motive? Jealousy?
No, not if he did it.
Did he?
God knows. That may be Lapointe. I asked him to ring me at home. Maigret.
Lapointe here? There've been developments.
Yes?
He spotted me before we were even out of the building. Turned round and winked at me when we were going downstairs.
Oh, well. Where did he go?
To the Place Dauphine. Then he actually came up to me and said he was going for a drink, and would I like to join him?
What did you say?
Oh, I said I didn't drink on duty. I felt a bit of a fool. Well, anyway, he downed 4 brandies, then he walked out into the Pont Neuf. I was quite close behind him, but I couldn't stop him. It all happened too quickly.
What did he?
He jumped into the Seine.
Good God.
Oh, it's all right. He came up a couple of yards from a boat, and the boatman hauled him in. But by now there was quite a crowd and 1 or 2 policemen, so I laid low. I hope I did the right thing.
Absolutely the right thing. I may tell you that Florentin was far and away the best swimmer in the school. Now, what happened next?
Oh, they marched him into the police station.
He came out after a bit and took a taxi back to his place.
Well, go on keeping an eye on him, and good luck.
Sit down, Inspector.
Oh, thank you.
I was expecting you.
You've seen the morning paper, Monsieur Parry?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the Ministry yourself and sparing me the indignity of a visit to police headquarters.
Well, I was anxious as you are to avoid publicity. Had you known Josephine Papet long?
About 3 years.
Are you married, Monsieur Parry?
Yes. Lately, my home hasn't been very happy. My wife is a sick woman. She suffered from a psychiatric disorder. It strained our relationship a good deal.
I see. What were the circumstances of your first meeting with Josephine Papet?
It was in a brasserie in the Boulevard Saint-Germain. I often stopped there for a drink. There was this young woman at the next table. She was writing a letter and having trouble with the café pen, so I lent her mine.
And then?
But that was all. She wasn't there the following day. The day after that, I saw her again and we chatted. Things went on like this for more than a month. I began to look on her as a friend. And at last I went back to José's flat.
On a Wednesday?
Yes. I'm on the committee of a charitable organization which meets every Wednesday. It was the only day I could go home late without arousing my wife's suspicion.
Did Mademoiselle Papet tell you anything about her family?
Yes. She came from Poitiers. Her father was killed in the war when she was a child. He was an officer in the regular army. She had one brother.
Did you ever see him?
Yes. One Wednesday I arrived early and he happened to be at the flat.
And was he tall and thin with light grey eyes and an unusually mobile face?
Why, yes. Do you know him?
I've met him. Did Mademoiselle Papet lead you to believe you were her only lover?
It's not a word either of us would use. Yes, we were lovers, but that wasn't the real bond between us. We were both lonely people. We opened our hearts to each other. In other words, we were friends. She was very important to me. Might say I lived for Wednesday evening.
So you would have been shattered to find she had another lover?
It would have been the end.
Of what?
The happiness I'd known for the last 3 years. A modest enough share in a lifetime.
Did you never meet anyone else in the flat?
Only once. Red-haired young man, an insurance agent. José told me he was pestering her to take out a life assurance policy. She showed me his card. Jean-Luc Baudard of the Continental.
I take it you went to the flat yesterday?
Yes. There was no reply, so I came away.
You weren't at the flat between 3 and 4?
No, I never left the office. My staff will confirm that. Though, naturally, I prefer my name to be kept out of it. Realized you'd be bound to find out about me from the concierge or from her brother.
She has no brother, Monsieur Parry.
What?
I'm very sorry to disillusion you, but you'll have to know sometime. His name is Léon Florentin. He practically lived in the flat, but he made himself scarce when visitors were expected.
Did you say visitors?
And there were 4 of you, not counting Florentin.
I don't believe it. You've made a mistake.
No, I'm afraid there's no mistake.
You didn't know her. She was so sane, so serene. I'd have trusted her with my life. No, Inspector, it's incredible. Did she suffer much?
No. Death was instantaneous.
God be thanked. I very much appreciate your discretion, Inspector. I only wish we'd met in happier circumstances.
So do I, Monsieur Parry.
Poor fella.
Yes, his Indian summer, with all it had meant to him, had come to a sudden, shocking end. When I got back to the office, I saw there were 2 people in the waiting room. One was Léon Florentin, and the other was a small, rosy little man who looked like a chubby, middle-aged baby. Fernand Courcelles, José's Thursday man. Come in, Monsieur Courcelles. Please sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, this must have come as a terrible shock.
Yes. Why, I'm sorry.
You see, she was much more than a friend.
I know. Monsieur Courcelles, did you know the man who was talking to you in the waiting room?
Why, that's José's brother. Didn't you know?
When did you first meet him?
3 years ago, soon after he got back from Uruguay.
Uruguay? I see. Had he been there long?
Some time. He's an architect. He went there on a government contract to build a new town.
And you met him in Josephine Papet's flat?
Yes, that's right.
When you arrived unexpectedly early?
I don't remember. What are you getting at?
Did you see him again?
Yes, he called on me at my office. He had a scheme for developing the coastline between Le Gros du Roi and Palavas as a luxury seaside resort. But unfortunately, I couldn't help him. I have no capital of my own. My brother and I own the business jointly, but I gave him a few thousand francs to register the plans.
What was he saying to you just now?
Oh, well, it's rather a painful subject. Oh, well, I better tell you. He's a bit in the dark about his sister's finances, and he's invested every penny he has in this project, so naturally he's short of ready cash. He asked me to help with the funeral expenses. Really, Inspector, I fail to see anything amusing in that.
Well, forgive me. Now, I have to tell you that his name isn't Papet. He's Léon Florentin, and he was at school with me.
You mean he isn't her brother?
No, no relation. He was living with her.
No, but that's impossible. José was incapable of such a thing.
Sit down, Monsieur Courcelles.
I've known her for 10 years. Before I was married, we lived together. I found that flat.
Where did you meet her?
Well, in a nightclub in Montmartre. She was a hostess, but she wasn't like the other girls. She wore a simple black dress and very little makeup. She seemed shy.
You spent the evening with her?
Yes, she told me about her childhood in La Rochelle.
Where?
La Rochelle. Her father was a fisherman. He was drowned at sea. She had 4 young brothers and sisters to support.
Yes, and what about her mother? Dead too, I've no doubt.
Yes. What do you mean?
Well, I'm sorry, but it's all a pack of lies.
Oh, I can't believe it. I was passionately in love with her.
And yet you got married.
Well, I married my cousin. It was expected. I meant to break off with José, but I found I couldn't. Oh, when I think of that man...
He wasn't the only one.
What?
3 other men visited her regularly.
No. Oh, no.
Look, I'm sorry. I'd like to have spared you this, but I have to find the man who killed her. And that can't be done without bringing the truth out. Now, I must ask you to take a grip on yourself and tell me where you were between 3 and 4 yesterday afternoon.
In my car on the way from Rouen. You can't mean you suspect me?
No, it's purely a routine question. I may tell you all you've said is in the strictest confidence, and if I can, I'll keep your name out of it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Florentin, you're more of a scoundrel than I thought.
I know.
Now, what are you doing here?
Guess how much money I've got. 50 centimes. Nothing else in the world.
Well, what has that got... Have you come here to ask me for money?
Who else can I turn to? I'm destitute. I'll have to try and get a job somehow.
Now, remember, you can't leave Paris.
So I'm still under suspicion.
Until we get the man who did it. Now, can you think of anything about the man with the limp?
Oh, even José only knew his first name, Victor. He was prosperous looking, good suits and handmade shirts. Oh, yes, I've remembered something.
Oh, what?
She once saw a railway season ticket in his wallet. Paris-Bordeaux.
Ah.
Well, you see, that's worth something, isn't it?
100 francs. And you'd better make it last.
It took a hell of a time to trace him, and I hope to God I've got the right man. His name's Victor Lamotte.
Well done, Janvier. Who is he?
He's a man of some standing in Bordeaux. He took a very high-handed line with me at first, but eventually agreed to come and see you. He'll be here in a quarter of an hour.
I'm sorry to have put you to the trouble of coming here, Monsieur Lamotte. You know what I want to see you about?
No.
You knew Josephine Papet.
How did you find out?
We have our sources of information. Josephine Papet was murdered in her flat yesterday afternoon. Where were you?
Not there, at any rate.
Were you in your office?
No, I was taking a walk in the Grand Boulevard.
Alone?
Oh, what's so strange in that? My doctor has urged me to take regular exercise.
You realize it leaves you without an alibi?
Do I need one?
As one of José's lovers, yes.
I see. Were there many of us?
4, not including the man who lived with her.
So she had a man living with her, did she?
I believe your day was Saturday.
I'm a creature of habit. I visited José on Saturday and then caught the Bordeaux Express.
Are you married, Monsieur Lamont?
Yes, the grown-up family.
How long have you known Josephine Papet?
4 years.
What did she mean to you?
She provided relaxation.
Had you any affection for her?
That's too strong a word.
Perhaps I should say liking.
Yes, she was a pleasant companion, and I believed her to be discreet. I'm surprised you were able to track me down.
We knew you had a limp and a railway season ticket.
I see.
Where did you first meet José?
On the train, in the restaurant car. We sat at the same table. She seemed a very respectable sort of woman.
Had you a mistress at that time?
What did you say your name was?
Well, it's of no importance, but if you must know, it's Maigret.
Well, Monsieur Maigret, I did have a mistress. Just a week before I met José, she announced that she was going to be married.
In other words, there was a vacancy to be filled.
I don't care for your tone.
How long had you known José when you first went to her flat?
3 weeks.
Did she tell you where she came from?
Yes, Grenoble.
Did you make her a generous allowance?
That is a most indelicate question.
Answer it, please.
I gave her 2,000 francs a month in an envelope. I left it on the mantelpiece.
Did you know any of her other protectors?
You'd hardly expect her to introduce us. No, I didn't.
Were you distressed to learn of her death?
To be honest, no. Millions of people die every day. You want a signed statement from me?
No.
If it should come to trial...
It will.
Always supposing you get the murderer.
We'll get him.
I'd better warn you, I shall take steps to keep my name out of it. I have influential friends.
I don't doubt it. Goodbye, Monsieur Lamont. I was glad to see the back of him. He disgusted me.
A cold-blooded bastard, yes. So, 3 down and 1 to go. You still had to see Ginger.
Yes, Jean-Luc Bodard at the Continental. I traced him through his firm. Janvier was keeping an eye on his hotel, and he reported that Bodard had just gone back to his room with a woman. So I went straight round.
Oh, blast! Who's there?
I'd like a word with Monsieur Bodard. It's urgent and private.
Who are you?
Chief Inspector Maigret, police.
Do I have to come with you? I mean, I'm not alone.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, all right. Come in.
Thank you.
You want me to go, I suppose?
Yes, you'd better wait for me in the brasserie. You've come about poor José?
Yes. How long have you known her?
Oh, about a couple of months.
How did you meet her?
I called at her flat. I'm an insurance agent.
Was she alone?
No, there was a man with her, a bit of a layabout, tall and thin. He made himself scarce.
You sell life insurance, I believe.
Accident policies as well, and other things.
Were you able to interest Mademoiselle Papet?
Well, not in the sense you mean. But, well, she was a tidy little armful, and I had the feeling she fancied me, so I had a go. Well, sometimes you get your face slapped, but it's always worth a try.
Was it worth a try with her?
I'll say.
How often did you see her afterwards?
I wasn't counting.
What do you know about her?
She told me she was born in Dieppe.
She told you the truth. She was.
Oh, she told me about the others. She was a bit scared of the one with the limp, and a bit irritated by the grey-haired one. He wanted to marry her.
Did he?
Yeah. She said, you'd think he owned me. If I'd wanted to, I could have stepped into his shoes, but I didn't. I wanted out. She was getting too keen. I was trying to end it, gently.
Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Any one of them could have done it.
What were you doing yesterday afternoon?
You want to know if I've got an alibi? Sorry. I haven't.
Well, thank you. That's all for the moment.
Good. Oh, I say, would you mind looking in on the brasserie on your way down, giving the dolly bird the green light? Tell her I'm waiting. I don't feel like getting dressed.
And did you?
Yes, actually. She was so surprised she couldn't think of anything to say. I've never been given a job like that in my life.
Why did you do it?
Because I rather liked him. He was a refreshing change from Victor Lamotte. Anyway, I'd seen them all now and heard their stories. I thought about it for a long time. And I decided that the key to it all was with that woman.
The concierge?
That's right, the monolithic concierge. So, after interrogation...
Confrontation.
Yes. I summoned them all to my office. And the concierge. Janvier held her in reserve. Gentlemen, you can be in no doubt why you're all assembled here. Josephine Papet is dead, and one of you killed her.
I protest.
Keep your protest till later. I have accused no one. All but one of you denies setting foot in the flat on Wednesday afternoon. But not one of you has an alibi.
I have.
No, Monsieur Paré, yours won't do. Your office has a second door. You could have got out that way without anyone seeing you. Now, I have to tell you all that when Josephine Papet was killed, she was not alone in the flat.
The murderer?
The murderer, of course. But somebody else was there, too. When the bell rang at 3:30 that afternoon, Léon Florentin was there. He hid in the clothes closet, as he'd done in the past. After a quarter of an hour, he heard a shot, but he was too scared to come out till he heard the murderer leave the flat. A quarter of an hour later. Now, that's important. Why the delay?
Perhaps he was looking for something.
Yes, he was looking for something. Monsieur Paré, did you ever write to Mademoiselle Papet?
Yes, when I was on holiday away from Paris.
Your wife is a sick woman. I'm sure you would go to great lengths to spare her pain. And you, Monsieur Lamotte, did you ever write to her?
Yes.
Your wife is rich, your family well known in Bordeaux. Monsieur Courcelles?
Well, I may have scribbled a note or two.
You too are married.
Yeah, but I'm not.
No. You could have an altogether different reason for killing her.
What?
Blackmail. The letters have vanished. There was nothing in her desk but bills. Now, I'm not inviting a confession, but one of you knows who killed José. I hope he will come and see me. Lapointe?
Sir?
Fetch Janvier, will you?
Yes, sir.
You certainly don't pull your punches.
This is an outrage.
Ah, come in, Madame Blanc. I think you know all these gentlemen.
I still have nothing to say. Let me go.
Now, which of these men did you see going up to Josephine Papet's flat on Wednesday? You refuse to answer?
I have nothing to say. You can't frighten me.
Very well. Well, gentlemen, I'm grateful to you all. For those who are interested, Josephine Papet's funeral will take place tomorrow morning. The hearse will set out from the forensic laboratory at 10 o'clock.
So, you left them to stew a bit?
That's exactly what I did. For by now, Georges, an idea was stirring in my mind. I'd had another look at the photographs taken in José's flat, and something had struck me very forcibly. I thought I knew what had happened now, but I still didn't know who the murderer was. And then, on the Saturday of José's funeral, things started to come to a head. The concierge disappeared.
Who was supposed to be shadowing her?
Lordy, poor devil. She went shopping, and he waited outside an Italian grocer's for her. When she didn't come out, he went inside and found it had a back door.
She'd been blackmailing the murderer, of course.
Of course. And when I brought her face to face with them all in my office, She looked at one, and she saw in his face that she could get much more out of him. So she went to collect it. I got a search warrant. I reckoned that might yield something. At 1 o'clock, Lortie telephoned to say that she was back at her post, so Lapointe and I went straight round.
You won't find anything.
Won't we?
There's nothing to find. Hope you're tidying up after you. You're making a great deal of mess.
No, your post office book, madame?
Yes. Anything wrong in that?
No, nothing that I can see. Any luck, Lapointe?
No, sir, nothing.
I haven't. Oh, just a moment.
What are you doing? Leave that set alone. You'll upset the tuning.
No, we're not doing any harm to your television, madame. What's in this magazine on top of it?
What do you expect? Just the programme.
Now, there's something inside.
Yes. Huh. 2,000 francs. What is this, madame?
I'm entitled to my savings, aren't I?
You have a post office book. I've just looked at it.
I might need ready cash.
That's quite a lot of ready cash.
Well, that's my business. I'm not a thief.
No, I'm not suggesting you are. I don't even think you asked for this money. I think the murderer offered it to you. You know who he is.
I have nothing to say.
Yesterday you realized he was a frightened man. You went to ask for more.
I'm saying nothing. Beat me up if you like.
Thank you, but I'd rather not. Come on, Lapointe. I'll see you again, madame. Damn her. Damn her. How can I get that frightful woman to talk?
Chief. I have a notion Florentin knows something too. And he's much weaker than she is. I'd be inclined to put the pressure on him.
Well, he's lying. I've known that for some time.
Well, then.
Yeah, you're right. I've been chipping away at a rock when there's something much more brittle available.
This place is beginning to feel like home. You didn't half rattle them yesterday. Why did you send for me?
To show you this photograph. José's bedroom, just after the murder.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
The bed. There isn't a crease on the counterpane. Now, you said José and her murderer went into the bedroom and spent a quarter of an hour there. Well, obviously, it wasn't for the usual purpose, so what were they doing?
Well, maybe they meant to go to bed and then quarrelled. Or he wanted his letters back.
Florentin.
Yes?
There's something wrong with your story. Did you take those letters?
No, I swear I didn't.
Why did you take a sudden dive into the Seine?
My only thought was to end it all.
No, rubbish. You're an excellent swimmer. I think you took the letters when you took the money. You still had them on you when you saw Lapointe following you, and you panicked. You realized you were going to be watched continuously. So you jumped into the Seine and ditched.
I never had the letters. I give you my word.
Your word's not worth much.
You've got it in for me.
Why should I have it in for you?
Because you were always jealous of me. Because my family owned a nice little business in Moulins, and your father was just an upper servant on the Château de Saint-Fiacre estate.
You Gosh, you're despicable.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise. No, I lost my head. Oh, Maigret, please, for old time's sake.
For old time's sake, indeed. Oh, look at yourself, man. What's to become of you? You're a miserable wreck, Florentin.
Well, everything went sour on me. I've been unlucky. But if I get a chance...
You're still hoping, but what for heaven's sake?
I don't know.
Right, that's settled. And now the time's come to take a weight off your mind. I know you didn't kill José.
Huh?
But your story is a pack of lies.
No, I can
Now
explain.
then, be quiet. The doorbell rang, certainly. But you didn't hide in the clothes closet. You bolted into the bedroom. José and her caller were in the sitting room. You heard his voice and you were terrified, because you knew he hadn't come to see José. He'd come to see you.
Why? Why should he?
Oh, José was going to chuck you out. You knew she'd fallen in love with Baudin. So, you looked around for another source of income. You tried to blackmail one of José's lovers.
How did you know?
I didn't. Till yesterday. Now, are you going to tell me the rest of the story?
I suppose so. You know it all anyway.
Oh, yes, I know it all.
He found me hiding in the bedroom and dragged me out, shouting abuse at me, with her there, listening. He was furiously angry. I wouldn't give him back his letters. He opened the table drawer and pulled out the revolver. José screamed. I was terrified.
So you hid behind her?
Well, I hardly knew what I was doing. I swear to you, it was an accident that the gun went off.
I believe that.
He didn't know anything about guns. I mean, you could see that. I was actually on the point of giving him back his blasted letters when the thing fired, and José fell dead. He panicked and rushed from the room.
Has he still got the revolver?
I suppose so.
So you left with José's savings and the letters. You came to me because you're a coward and you thought I'd protect you.
Will I be charged with anything?
Well, that depends.
On whom?
On the examining magistrate. And, to some extent, on me.
I could only survive a year or two in jail. I've got heart trouble as it is.
He's here, Chief. With his lawyer.
No, send him up.
Who?
The murderer.
What, you know which one it is?
Yes, I know which one it is.
The concierge talked?
No, but she did the next best thing.
What do you mean?
On Saturday, she disappeared. We knew she'd gone to blackmail the murderer. She turned up again later, but wouldn't say a word. And suddenly, I realized that I knew.
How? How could you?
Well, she went to find the murderer on a Saturday. Now, she wasn't the woman to forget the day. She wouldn't make that mistake. But on Saturdays, most offices are shut. Most men are home with their wives. On that particular day, there was only one of José's lovers she knew she could find.
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah, he wasn't at home with his wife. He was always in his Paris office on Saturday, because he was José's Saturday caller. The man with the limp. Victor Lamotte.
The concierge talked, didn't she, in the end?
In the end, yes. Now, Lamotte got off lightly. After all, it was pretty much an accident.
What happened to Florentin?
Oh, God knows. Perhaps in 20 years' time, some shambling old wreck will wink at me from the gutter, and I'll recognize my old school friend. Think of it, in 40 years, I hadn't set eyes on a single one of the boys who'd been my schoolmates at the Lycée Bonville. And when at last I did, of all people, it had to be Florentin.
In Maigret's Boyhood Friend by Georges Simenon, translated by Eileen Ellen Bogan and adapted for radio by Betty Davis, Maigret was played by Maurice Denham, Simenon by Michael Goff, and Léon Florentin by John Moffat. Janvier, Sean Barrett, Lapointe, John Rye, François Paré, Godfrey Kenton, Fernand Courcelle, Peter Tottenham, Victor Lamotte, John Gabriel, Jean-Luc Baudard, Geoffrey Collins, Madame Blanc, Cécile Chevreau, and Madame Maigret, Irene Sutcliffe. The play was produced and directed by Betty Davis.